Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So this is our Journaling with Intention art journal page for the week. And today is going to be setting our intention for the week. And I'm kind of giving you guys a little bit of what I try to do. Please ignore my nails. I've been painting so much and just having a blast doing so many things that my nails are oh, they're popping off, they're breaking, so I have to do them, but I didn't want to do them before I finished my next two projects. So today we are doing I am stronger than my challenges. My challenges are making me stronger. And I have my Gustav Klimt art journal that I made out of a 2011, which I'll show you here in a second, calendar. Now I am using the scrubby, I don't know what they're called, I guess a sponge applicator from Plaid, which I love. I'm using it everywhere. I'm everywhere with it. And I'm using fluorescent colors, which as you're going to see, I glued down tissue paper that I've used before. And I was doing another project and I was using that on with the yellow. So I decided to put it on my gesso. And I glued down the paper with this Mod Podge puzzle saver, Kelly, which I'm in love with. I got it as a box of stuff from Plaid to like kind of give us some creativity on just a bunch of stuff that don't really go together. And they sent me fluorescent paint and they sent me this puzzle saver, glue, and a bunch of stuff, stencils and whatnot. Stuff I used in my heart video that I did prior to this. So I love this Mod Podge puzzle stuff. It dries so fast. It dries, it glued on wood pieces like nothing. It might be my new favorite thing, I swear. So I glued down the tissue paper I had gotten from the dollar store, and I used the puzzle saver glue, but of course use Mod Podge, use glue, use a glue stick, whatever you have. And I glued it down. I just took whatever yellow was left in my brush sponge, put it on my gesso, and put it over the page. So now I'm talking about my journal, which I write a lot in, as you're going to see as I flip through. But like back in the day, I started doing videos, live streams, not videos, around 2009, 2010, with Cynthia Gagan and Roberta Bonbon. I know I never say her name right. Two delightful, delicious women that they mentored me so much and helped me out so very much, as well as Lisa Fulmer back in the day. And I've loved Gustav Klimt, who is a painter, obviously, forever. If you've seen any of my vlogs where I vlog downstairs, I have him hanging on my wall. And this calendar I didn't want to throw away, so I decided that I would do journaling or paint or whatever on the opposite sides of the pictures because it's so inspiring to me. So that's what I decided to use today. Like I said, I just love it, love it, love it, love it. And I'll go in with extra paint and like start gessoing pages. You could see I did some black and some white and just, you know, just having a blast. And again, I write a lot of poetry and stuff in there as well. So I'll just go in and paint over them. You can see once I put that yellow paint and gesso on, some of the paper, you know, that was by the ring, when I turned the page, it kind of lifted off and I took it off, no problem. So now, once this is dry, I'm going to take a stencil, and it is the Techniques, not Techniques, that's makeup. Oh, Kelly, Folk Art. I'm so excited. I got the Jeffree Star new palette. I'm so freaking excited. Emily's so excited. I waited, you know, forever to get it yesterday, and I got it. I'm so excited. So my brain's on makeup. It is a butterfly layering stencil from Folk Art, which is delicious. It shows you get a mask, you get a stencil, you get words, and there's like, gosh, 4 or 5 different ways you can use it. So I love it. And I love the extra paper that came with it. So you can see these are fun. These are a lot of fun to use in different ways. I'm just going to be using the word stencil today, and I'm going to take some of my fluorescent purple to use on it because I'm all about the fluorescence. I'm almost out of the paint actually because I've just been having a blast using it. They sent it to me a while ago, I guess when it had first come out, and I had them and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with them because I don't use them. Like, I don't even know what to do. I thought they would be not as good as regular acrylic paint and everything like that. But let me tell you, girl, they are fantastic. I love them. I love them. I love them. And they're almost gone because I've just been everything. So I'm just using the stencil. I'm using a stencil brush. Of course, you can use a paintbrush. You can use a makeup sponge. You can use an old beauty blender that you got from the dollar store. It does not matter. Just get it on, get it on. Not worried about if it's readable or anything like that. I'm just putting it down and going through the paint like I'm drinking it. Don't drink the paint. And yeah, although it seems like I might have drank some paint today, but that's a whole other video. So we are just putting it on, putting it on. And I love the way this came out. And I'll show you in a second when I lift it up how the where it looks blotchy, where you can see right there, like how it outlined the letters, but it was lighter inside. I love it. So that's a technique I'm going to be playing with and seeing what I can do because I love the way it looks. So I'm wondering like, oh, if I put a lighter color down and then, I don't know, we'll see. Because I love taking the stencil and then painting it and then moving it like a lighter color and then moving the stencil a little bit and then doing a darker color. It looks outlined. Delightful and delicious. I've done it a million times, but you know, I'm just drying it with my heat gun. You don't have a heat gun, use your blow dryer. You don't have a blow dryer, honestly, put on 2 of your favorite songs, dance around, move around, get that blood going, and it'll be dry because it's acrylic paint, dries fast. Dave uses my old hair dryer, believe it or not, and I'm using my heat gun because I love my heat gun. As you can tell, it was gifted to me and I use it constantly. And that's, I'm probably telling you the whole spiel there because I did start talking through this and then it got wicked long. And I'm like, my voice annoys me. Ain't nobody want to listen to it for 50 minutes. So, gonna just, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm talking about the puzzle saver. That's right. How I love my Mod Podge, and I use my Mod Podge constantly. I refill this same matte Mod Podge. Matter of fact, I cleanse it sometimes with sage or Palo Santo because I'm like, any negativity that I put into it on days that I'm not doing good, you know, I take it off. But look at that, how pretty it looks. So I'm just telling you, the puzzle saver, if you see it and it's on clearance or it's on sale or whatever, and you have no glue and it's affordable for you, go grab it because it works fantastically. Like I said, it glued wooden letters down and all that. I'll link my heart video that I did with these paints as well at the end of the video and down below, so you can go check it out because it came out so cute. I love it. I'm not somebody who does a lot of projects. I like to do techniques and that kind of thing, but I really had a blast doing it. All I did was took some water and some gesso and I went over it, and I'm trying to push back those letters. Now I wiped some of it off and I'm like, a little bit too dark still. So I'm going back in. Now, even after I finished this, I was like, oh, I should have done a little, I should have left it like this. Maybe, you know, because once it dries, it'll come through a little bit more. But I didn't. And, you know, I'm happy with the way it came out. But, you know, it worked out really good. But you'll see. You'll see. And well, I'll tell you when I get to it because, you know. So now I'm just drawing it again. Like I said, 2 songs, 2 videos. 2 of your favorite videos. It don't matter. It don't matter. And you can see how it pushed all that back. But when you hold it to your face, like not to your, literally on your nose, but when you hold it and you look at it, you're like, you see the lettering, you see the flowers, you see that yellow back there as well as the white on top. So it pushed it all back. And it's just one of my favorite things about mixed media is using so many products and then pushing it to the back where you can still see it. It's a background and then you can work on top. And I'm just showing you, I just put printer paper down and I just keep moving it around so it gets all the extra boops off because nobody wants no boops. Maybe you want a boop, I don't know. So now I'm going in with my skin tone. That's the name of the color. It's from Plaid. And I'm showing you, like, I'm going to mark where I'm going to write the words. And so I kind of know where to keep the face. Now, One thing I'm going to start doing is I have another way that I'm going to do this with the quotes, and I'll do it in my next video. But this made me realize when I was done, you know, because I loved the background so much and I didn't want to write over it. And I have the worst handwriting in the world, although I want it to be my handwriting, my energy, everything about it. So, you know, I have another way to do it. So now I'm just doing a face. I just did a oval kind of thing, and I am not erasing any of my pencil lines, and I'm going in with the skin tone, and as you can see, I'm painting it. I'm not too concerned about the face. Like I'm not like worrying like, oh, is the face going to come out perfect or not? I'm not worrying about it. Not at all. Because it's kind of secondary to the quote. Do you know what I mean? But I just didn't want to write the quote today. I wasn't feeling it. And now, you know, I take a little bit of white paint or gesso and I do like all the way down the middle of the face and then across the forehead just to add a little bit of highlights and, you know, that kind of thing. And then I'll go in with the darker color again and do like the contour kind of thing under the cheekbones. You know, but like, again, I'm not worrying too much. Just going in and touching up anywhere around the face. She's not meant to be realistic. She's just, although she's a much more realistic girl than I usually do, but it's not, you know. So then I decided, as you can see, I'm going underneath that line because I was going to write down on there, you know, and then I was like, well, I'll write on it like her chest, you know what I mean? The second part. I ended up not doing any of that, but I love it just the same. Again, just painting, you know, not worrying because like the letters and the words and the pictures still come through a little bit, not worrying about it. I do have my stuff everywhere. I am not somebody who can, who, if I sit in a very, I want to say static, but it's not the word I want to use, you know, where everything's just so clean and everything like that, I get nervous. I don't like messing up. Like when I put my brown paper down, it's like, ugh, when that first blob of paint goes on there, I hate it. I hate not having my stuff around me. I'm just one of them people who do better in chaos. Now, if you ask me, I hate chaos. I hate living in chaos and that kind of thing. I don't live in chaos, but I have a clean house. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so my room is a mess. Now, it's getting better. Dave's helping me. But he came in and he was like, what happened? But I have like 4 projects going at once. So I'm taking my Stabilo in brown and I'm going to just lightly sketch half the face down, half across, half of that, and then, yep, half of that. So we got the eyes, the nose, the mouth, hair, say what, say what. I take a little bit of water on a clean paintbrush just to take off any of that Stabilo. They're water soluble, so you can use a water color pencil as well. Just use a very light color that you can see because I think the darker the color, it'll stain a little bit more. And I'm marking it just so I know my eyes, and I'm going in and drawing it. I'm drawing a upside down U and another stretched out U. And I like to make the corners meet on the line. That's it. She ain't having no big old eyes today. And then I'm going to go over with a marker. It's just a light tan marker and trace it. Doing the same thing with the nose. I was explaining on here, like some people do like a circle. And that's how they get the base, you know, the round part of their nose and do that kind of thing. But you're going to see I erased it and did it my own way when I was done. But that's one way you can do it. And then I erase the ball. I don't keep a ball on there, but you can. You can do whatever you want. It's your face. And that's why I love painting, because you can, it's yours. Do it. Come on and do it. Come on and do it. Come on and do it. Do it. Okay. All right. And now I'm just doing the lips. Making her smile a little bit, making it go up a little bit, because this is to be a very good page, a page where we're very, this is a very good positive intention page. Again, I am stronger than my challenges. My challenges are making me stronger. And you know, I know people don't like this, but I'm just going to give this a little bit of something. I'll probably explaining it there. Go do this page and say this to yourself once a day. When you go to sit down to art or whatever, go through this page, read it, and believe it. Go into your shower at the end of the night, beginning of the day, whatever way you do it. And take your shower. And as you're washing off the soap, the shampoo, whatever it is, say this, say this, say this, and let the water, we call it shower meditation, but let the water just rinse off that soap. And as you're doing that, let it in your mind, like rinsing off the negativity, maybe that you have or others have towards you, your negativity, your bad feelings, your fears, your just everything negative. Just let it wash and go down the drain. So then you can get out of that shower clean in a meditative state and start your day, or end your day, or in the middle of the day, or 3 times a day. It doesn't matter. Just do it to kind of cleanse yourself. If Emily likes to light a incense in the bathroom when she baths or whatever, showers, she'll do a candle, her incense and that kind of stuff. And her and I were talking, we have some good ideas that we have coming up together that we're going to do together. But so that's what she does for her meditation, for her cleansing. She deals with a lot of chronic illnesses and works. And sometimes her work is hard and she can be a bit negative. So she finds just ways in her, which you can't blame. You're exhausted, you're working, you're already sick. It's, you know what I mean? She deals with anxiety and different mental things. Anyway, so, it depends on what works for you. And it just is helpful. It just helps you kind of let that go. And again, when you get in that shower and you're rinsing off that negativity, maybe somebody's bullying you, maybe somebody's being mean to you, maybe a member in your family, a friend, your significant other, whatever. Just keep, saying to yourself, maybe financial, it could be anything. Again, I am stronger than my challenges. My challenges are making me stronger. And just keep remembering that. Write that down. Get a little notebook from the dollar store and start writing these positive intentions down, which I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to continue to keep doing. I had a bad week. Sometimes I have a bad week. I'm not doing them, and then write these things down to remember, to be reminded. I like to sometimes, if you guys saw in all my books, I like to put a thumbprint. I'll put it in my favorite paint that I'm using at the moment and give a thumbprint to make myself remember, to make it more tangible, to write it down with your own handwriting. Favorite pen, you know what I mean? Whatever. Anyway, so I put down some of the fluorescent, I could go on for hours. Nobody wants to listen to me babble about that. I put down the fluorescent pink, and I didn't like how the dark purple was kind of coming through because I don't know, I just didn't dig it. It made the hair look like patchy. So I put some gesso. Gesso is one of my favorite things in the world. If you don't have gesso, use white paint. Or no, I used white paint on here, but I do love gesso. One of my favorite things in the world. And I go in and I kind of like shade it a bit because I want it to be kind of like light pink and pink. Do you know what I mean? So you'll see. And I just go in, but you play, do it black, do it whatever color that you want. I just happen to be doing these fluorescent glow, these glow in black light paints. And I gotta get out my black light. But anyway, so I just sit and play. Give her some strips of hair. Just have a blast. You'll be seeing me using this paint till it's almost gone, which it is almost gone, but I have one more project one or two more projects I'm doing with it. And like I said, then it should be gone. Because I've just been using it like crazy. And I am going to start pulling cards again and stuff like that. I decided, a lot of you, like just to see it. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not dedicating my channel to Wicca or paganism or anything like that. It's just something that I like to do. It's like you reading your horoscope in the paper. You know what I mean? No harm, no difference. So I always put it in the title. So if you see it and you don't want to watch it, of course, don't. I do not expect you to if it's not your gig. But it will be in the title, so you'll know. So you won't be, you know, like, what the heck is this? Why is she turning cards? I'm just using that same pink as lips, just to kind of get a theme going. I like the way she came out for not trying. Isn't that funny? When you don't try, it comes out better than if you tried. I'm just dry brushing through the hair. If you guys do this page or anything similar, or use the quotes, or even anything that you guys do, tag me. I love seeing what you guys do. I love it in my group when you guys tag me. Sometimes I don't always comment if if it comes up on my phone and I look, I'll think, oh, when I go on the computer, I'll comment, and then I get on the computer and I forget or whatever. But I always see. And if you feel that I don't, tag me again. Tag me 6 times so it comes up, because I get tagged a lot. I get messaged a lot on Facebook, which I love. I'm not complaining. I love it. So sometimes things fall, you know, in the cracks. So tag me again. I don't care. I don't get mad at stuff like that. All right. So yeah. So now I'm going to go in and put the pupil in, just getting some black acrylic paint. My small brush, putting the pupil in. As you can see. And it's almost done. Like I said, I just took I don't even know, I think it was a blue pen, and wrote it on top. And like I said, I don't have good handwriting, and it's not my favorite thing in the world, but I'm just giving her a dry. I'm drying it the best I can because I don't want to put my arm in it when I write. But of course, you can just let it dry. And I put a piece of cloth over the face so I don't smudge. I figured it'll go on the cloth and not necessarily all over my arm, which I have it all over my arm anyway, but not from that. And I'm going in with a blue marker, thin, fine marker, tracing the eyes a little bit and darkening that top eyelid. And I'm touching it, just drawing that ink a little bit, because like I said, I end up with more stuff all over me. Worst handwriting ever. But anyway, I write, I am stronger than my challenges. My challenges are making me stronger. Say it with me. I am stronger than my challenges. My challenges are making me stronger. And let's live that for the week. Just the week. That's all I ask. Every time something challenges you, every time something negative or bad or something that upsets you happens, just keep saying that. I'm stronger than my challenges. My challenges are making me stronger. I'm checking to see if it's coming up. And that's it, my loves. That is what I did. And I love this intention. So this is the intention for the week of 2/23 of February. No, the 20, yeah. Why would I say the 2? I meant to say February 22nd. As always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so much, so much, and I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you in my next video, guys, and have a fantastic week. I'll be back with more videos, and just stay positive as you can.